Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Trying to make sure that you can. This is more than creations. This is purpose in every piece. Started with a vision, faith in my heart. God gave me the gift, I played my part. Hands full of purpose, mind full of dreams, turning simple ideas into beautiful things. Every wreath, every design, made with love. Fall Wreaths on TikTok Live. I need to flip the camera down. Fall Wreaths on TikTok, wreath makers on TikTok, Fall Wreaths. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Thank you guys for joining. I'm just notifying a few people that we are live, and then we'll start going. Today we're going to start a brand new wreath, and we're going to take it from there. Welcome in. I'm creating a black and orange wreath. I had some more of the signs left, so I'm going to finish those. And then I'm going to go ahead and then I'll go back to Christmas. So I'm just going to finish up these fall ones. I do have some pumpkins left, so I can throw those in there if I want to. Um, but today we're going to start with this fall one. Let me put this on so I can see you guys, because otherwise I can't see the words that's coming from you. I am here. Welcome to another week. We are live again. I just want to go ahead. Let me go ahead and come in the room with you so I can see everything that's going on. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am going to go live. I am live. Let's get some music going. And then we'll be just ready to go. I will begin making this wreath. All right, let me see. I feel like I'm twisted. Let me fix this. I feel like I'm twisted a little bit. There we go. I feel like I'm twisted. Let's bring this back a little bit. There we go. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start. So I need to go ahead and start. Let me get this down a little bit. I got to go ahead and start creating. I got to go ahead and start cutting the mesh. So I have the mesh here, and we're just going to cut get all the stuff up and ready. How's everyone doing today? I am doing good. It is a busy week, but we're making it through. So I put this on wrong. Let me do it better. So I'm using up the rest of this because I had it from the last wreath we made. I have a couple that I'm just going to go ahead and finish up. So I'm going to use the wood burner today. I do have the sealant machine still, but I'm loving this wood burner. I know I've seen some people, theirs have burned out. So when mine decides not to work, I guess I'll go to the sealant, the plastic sealant. But until then, I'm going to use this. And what I'm doing, I'm just cutting them together so I don't have to do it twice. And I did talk about that this wood burner is keeping my edges and everything so good. So these are literally, I'm doing between a 24 and 27 inch, right? So I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna do 24. So we can have some long, nice pieces here today. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just cutting this at 24-inch pieces. And together, it like when it burns it, like for me, this is my opinion, it like puts a good seal on it. So when I go to do my curling, there's not much left. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, let me show you. This has gold flecks in there, like different colors. Let me get a basket to put this in. So I'm gonna just do what I did before and keep cutting. All we're gonna do is literally just roll a few pieces of this, and then we'll put the sign on. And I've got some really cool things. I've got some candy corn 609s, which is a filler. They come in many, many, many colors, like so many different colors. So I've got that, and I've got some leaves. So I've got a good bit of things to put in this wreath. I'm excited to get this going. Go ahead and make my, what is this? For fall, this will be 1, 2. Yep, that's all I got. So make this a little bit, bring up my inventory of fall. I need to be making some everyday wreaths no matter what season. I haven't made any of those yet. Like the ones that I've made so far, that you can tell what season they're for. Thank you for the follow. Good afternoon. I appreciate the follow. The ones I've made so far, literally, they're only two. So I need to be stepping up, and I want to make some every day. I want to make some. I have some signs that I've made myself on the DTF machine, but then I have some that I have also bought. So they'll be coming in soon. Then I've got Christmas that I want to do. And if you were here before, I've shown you that I have this peacock that like literally is sitting over there. And I want to do it so bad. Now this is done. I want to do it so bad. The peacock one. So that's also on the list. I got all the sprays and everything for it now. I got the mesh, some peacock. Literally it matches, everything matches. I can't wait to start that. But I got to finish. I think this is the last one. Or maybe there's another one up there. I got to finish these. Let me get some more orange mesh. I will be right there. So yeah, I've got another sign up there that's fall. So I went ahead last week when we were talking. Wait, I gotta pull up. Let me cut one of these. When we were here, I was able to talk to you guys, and I got some. We did the centerpiece. Well, now the centerpiece has literally changed the way. You guys are going to be so amazed. So after Labor Day, I always change out my front porch. Everything pretty much changes out. The front porch, the inside. So what I did was I've got some wreaths in mind for the front porch. And then I got some pillows to match because I have pretty big front porch to cover. So I got some pillows to match the same design that we did last week with the Harlequin. And then I got some pillows, not centerpiece, table runner. I got so many different things ready for the front porch. Oh, my front porch is gonna look so good for the and then like now I'm so grateful for the ones that I already have up there. So I think let's see how this does with the filler and put it in there. Let's see. I think I need one more piece of black to go with that one there. And then we'll go ahead and start putting this in. So how was everyone's day? How are you doing? What are you making? I see some people are still making fall. And I mean, still making summer, which is great. I'm pretty much finished with my summer stuff. And then I saw, so I was talking to you guys last week about the retreat that I was watching. And I went back and watched so it went on till Friday and Saturday, but I finished here on Thursday. So I went and finished watching. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but if you go on FB, there's a lot of people that make attachments. Like we call this a sign, but then there are other things that people make. This is an attachment, right? These little things that you put in the middle of the wreath, the focal points. So one of the one of the groups that I was in was Petals and Plume, and she designs different attachments for the wreaths every month. And I was in her group for like 6 months. I tried to make attachments. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried one. And I was like, yep, this is not for me. I see all these beautiful ones that others make. I'll just go ahead and jump on the bandwagon and buy. I know my strengths, I know my weakness, but I did finish the one I started, so that was great. So they are going to that retreat is where Petals and Plume, the group, had the retreat in Augusta last week, and I'm telling you, they did a fall to Christmas theme. And the one that I watched was a runner. It was 6 or 8 feet. Let me move this a little bit way down. Hold on a second. It was like 6 or 8 feet, right? And what the person did was just amazing, just absolutely amazing with what they had. So this is wrong. It's big enough to fit in the middle. After I put some, this is the sign we're gonna use. It's gonna go in the middle here after I put the mesh. But so I haven't done this before. If you can see some of these, they're all round. The other ones that I've done, I usually will smush, but I don't know if I'm gonna smush this. But we'll just go ahead. We can put the mesh, we can smush before or after the mesh. All I'm doing is just rolling these together. And then, beautiful curl. And I'm just putting them in every other, right? Then I'll put some on the middle. So I'm starting at the bottom and put in the bottom. So even though this is black, it's similar to the green ones that you see. It's just a different color. It's got the two rings, just like the other ones that you've seen in the past. So all I'm doing is putting them in every other one, putting them in together. So the going back to my retreat story, the ones that I saw was so they did this runner, and that runner was so long, and it was like they were dressed like in a Dracula, not Dracula, like in a goth type in thing. They were all in all black, and then the wreath was, I mean, the runner um, was in black and burgundy, and so it was amazing. So I liked that retreat, and it was something that definitely I would want to go to because I have like next week, not next week, next month, which is coming up sooner than like we just started August, and I feel like I'm saying next month already, and that's saying that. So I'm going on a retreat that is close here. I don't know if they'll let me, go live from there or anything. Probably can go live when I'm shopping, but hopefully I get to take some of you all along because it's all day. So we get there on Thursday, and then it's all day Friday and Saturday, and we get to come home with like three different items we get to come home with. So I'll get to do some more for my Christmas, have another Christmas thing, even though I have already started planning. So a lot of you have gone to HB by now, and I swear HL had everyone in a chokehold on the Sunday thing. Like so many people were just running over there to see what they had. And I messaged one of my friends, and she was like, yeah, I went, but all they had was a lot of stuff from last year. I went. I got some the bases, which is the green one to this. I got some of that, and I got some gems. And just some they had some of the gems that I guess everybody just didn't think of it yet. But like my HB told me, like if you if you don't take it now, they don't restock. They don't restock anymore. So what you see out is what you see out. So I got some gems and I got some bases, but I'm sure they can replenish the bases because they got plenty of that. So I was grateful to get some of the bases so I can go ahead and have a lot for Christmas and Valentine's Day and stuff like that. But she was right, and let me show you. You see me looking as I'm looking to see which bag is closer. So this is one of the bags of the jewels I got. Let me open it. So she mentioned it, and I didn't think about it. So this is one of the jewels that I got, and I just got the traditional colors because I didn't have any of this size, right? And she said it was stuff from last year. So I looked on the back, and yeah, it does have on the tag does say 2025. So I guess they put out um the old stuff first, which is fine, right? Everybody wants to get rid of their old stuff. So that was mainly my trip. But then I remembered I didn't get any garland at all. So something was like, what is wrong with you? How you didn't get any garland? So a couple years ago, I got some garland. It was a big box from a TJM, and I literally used it all through the house. So yeah, I need some garland. And I gotta make a window swag for above the mirror. So that's my next quite a bit of task. So I'm trying to start early with the Christmas designs I want to do for the shop, and then the ones I want to do for my house. So I met a lady there, and she was just as excited for Christmas. So she bought some jewels, and the way she was going to use them, she was just going to put a light on the jewels on the front porch so they can like have when it shines on there, it gives it like a different color. And I was like, that's a cool idea. But what I want to do is put um, candy cane. So I made a candy cane 1 or 2 last year. And I look at it now, and you know, as you get more and more going in your process, you just you know, hopefully you'll keep improving. And so I saw it and I was like, yeah, I don't want this on my I'm gonna take some parts of it because I don't think I glued it down. Just because, you know, I things like this happen. Where's my scissors? You can like have 29 scissors and can't find one. Yeah, so I'm not gonna bring that back out, and since it's not glued down, I can take the parts. That was one of the things during the retreat that Johnny talked about a lot. Not gluing things down so you can repurpose it. And I'm like, that is a great idea. And I'm glad I did it with, especially with that wreath, because it does not need to be in any way glued down. So that is a good thing for me. So sometimes these things, no matter how you curl them, they got a mind of their own. So you got to do some pulling and tugging to go ahead and get them where you want it to be. So I'm just going to continue going around See what happened there? It rolls down. So I try to see how it's rolling down right here. So when you put it in, it slips. So I try to keep it up here. It's a task. No matter what you do, it's never perfect. But I do it perfect sometimes, and then the next time is not. When you're not perfect in life, things you just accept. So I've accepted that I can't do that perfectly. So yeah, all I'm doing, you see me pushing. I'm just pushing them in a little bit, just to make them. So the last ones that I did, I put like ribbons around it. I don't believe I'm doing that this time. I've got some other things I want to put in there, and I'm just gonna do. I gotta see it. I don't see it. I must have left it. I did one bow that I'm just gonna put in there. So we just gonna keep it rolling. Thank you for hanging in here with me. I appreciate you being in the room and watching as I have some fun. So I'm gonna show you what I have. I pulled out everything. That's one part of if you ever decide to go live is that you gotta prep um, before. So this this is the 609s I was mentioning. I'm gonna put that in here, and then but I'm gonna put these are some leaves I'm gonna put in around it. Then the 609, and then I have some black ferns I'm gonna put. So, and then from there we'll see if we need to add anything else. Where's everyone watching from today? I am in South Florida. Where are you? I know I've had some Boston. I've seen some from UK. Where are you watching from? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to the live. I am Diane, and we are just basting this right now. And we'll go ahead and put, well, it looks like we might need to cut some more. Roll down the road. I don't know if you can see it there, but this is so, the sealant on the mesh is so great. Like it's not even fraying. I'm just so grateful right now that I was watching. That's the one thing about watching other lives. You see so much that can literally help you to be able to do different things. Well, I'm out of mesh that I've already cut, so I'm gonna have to cut some more, but that's okay. I have more there to cut, so it'll be just fine. Somehow I thought I had more fall reaches than those. I've got, like, I'm looking at them now. Well, I do, except that's a purple one. Uh, the other ones are different. So, all right, we're gonna go cut some more. Yes. I need a big milk. 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 All right, I need to cut some more mesh. And again, I'm gonna cut these to be 20 inches. No, 24. I'm sorry. Why did I say 20? I saw someone using a glass, uh, like a glass thing from a glass cutting board. That would be perfect. I had this piece of wood and it's standing up, so I'm gonna rock with it. Okay, well, that's done. So I'm just gonna have to cut one. So what is this? The orange, black is done. This comes with different tips, but somehow this tip that I got here is just perfect. It's like using a straight line. It's so easy. All right, let me get some more black. I do have some more black. Like both of them finished at the same. So most of the times I end up using like maybe two two rolls of mesh just to um, based on whether I go ahead and literally put good afternoon. Don't forget to hit the likes. Tap if you like what you're seeing. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. I am here for you. I'm just starting this. Then we're gonna go ahead and put that wreath together. But I gotta put this mesh on there. Yeah, I have done with some with no mesh, and I've done some that's. I like to put the mesh on there. For me, it gives me a good foundation. I've seen a lot of no mesh ones, which amazed me. I can't wait to do my where'd it go? I had a Santa Claus. I don't know where it's at, but it's all around here somewhere. I saw somebody do something with a Christmas centerpiece with a Santa Claus. I was like, man, I can't believe we're already saying the word Christmas. But we are. If we don't get out there and do this now and have inventory and stuff ready for the fall and for what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put do 6. So looking out for me, so judgmental. Just making our work, don't be so judgmental. My business and mind your own. So what you're hearing is my island's music. That you see it says Trini Magic, and that is my Caribbean music there that you're hearing. It's called soca music. Pocket pieces. Oh no, there's only one around. Oh, 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 oh. I can't hear what you want. So much of the pieces. Oh no, there's only one around. All right, so we are finished. I'm gonna go ahead and just continue basting this and adding some of the foundation to there because I really want to start adding the different parts to there. I wish I get some of this stuff offline, but I don't have the time. I try to make other things during that time, but it don't always work out. I know I did make the bow, so I did make something. Something. I can't behave myself. I can't behave myself. When I do, when I do, I feel I can't behave myself. I can't behave myself. I can't behave myself. I can't behave myself. What do you like? What do you like? When I went away, what do you like? What do you like? Hold on a second. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm still here. I just have to go do one thing and I'll be right back. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. I had to run out to my hey there, good afternoon. Hey there, Miss Betsy. I had to run out. Somebody was in my driveway, and my dog usually don't bark, right? So I looked at the cameras. I'm like, who is this? And it was a guy came to fix my screen door. How are you guys doing? It seems like when I leave on Thursday and I come back, I'm like, did they miss me? I'm sorry. I'm just messing with y'all. It was a great. It is like hot here, guys. Hot. But I laugh because so many people's like, I want to live in Miami. I want to live. Yeah, no. It's like in the summertime, people who visit, we know that you're a visitor because you're outside while we're in the house with the AC. Yeah. The AC and the fan is the best thing. How are you doing? Tell me how are y'all doing? What are you guys doing on your in your crafting world? I know all of us are not wreath makers. What are you doing in your crafting world? I started another wreath. It ain't finished. I was hoping to finish it this weekend. Yeah, right. Like no. So what are you guys craft? What are you guys doing? Creating a fall wreath using mesh. It's so funny. So I'm looking at the AI summary of what I'm doing. And the AI summary from TikTok said, creating a fall wreath using mesh and Caribbean music soundtrack. Oh, I saw a centerpiece. So last week when we were talking here and I did that centerpiece, I well, there's the one we did last week. So what I did after making this, I went back and I found, so this is a centerpiece for my dining room table. I got a runner that's this color, and I got table mats that's this color. So I can't wait to show you guys. Yep, it's going. I don't know. It's taking a while to come from the A store, but I'm excited. Yeah, that's centerpiece skills. I got another one to make for in the same thing. I'll probably end up using the same pumpkin, just one again. Um, Again, I'm doing so. That one's for the dining room, and then I need another one for the living room. So I didn't make any. I made the watermelons here on the live with you, but I didn't make any for the living room. So if you come in my living room right now, it still has what I made for 4th of July. Like, no, I switched to summer everywhere else. And somehow I didn't notice until the other day that I didn't make a centerpiece for, thank you for the follow. I didn't make a centerpiece for the living room. Like, how is that possible? So that's not going to happen. So I need to make one more centerpiece. Centerpieces are really beautiful. What I want to get some more skills on, Janelle, is garland. Last week, it was after I left you guys, we had the same petals and plume. They had petals and plum. They had one of the instructors, I can't remember the name, made a garland, 6-foot long garland. That was Halloween. It was black and burgundy. Oh, it was beautiful. And I was like, yeah, I need to make that. But it takes a plan because you need like room. There was a lady I saw before. She had hers on the ground, on the floor. And I was like, why is it on the floor? Hers was 8 foot long. There's no table that can fit that. And you want to be able to see it. So if you guys come on live one day and I'm on the floor, it's because I literally am making a long garland. Because what I did last year for my peppermint one, I just stuck different peppermint sprays. And guys, let me tell you, I went on top of the cabinets, the kitchen cabinets. Yes. I got on a ladder. I climbed all the way to the top. And I ran just green garland there. And while it was up there, I literally stuck the sprays in. I'm going to try and do the garland on the floor now that I see people doing it on the floor because it really is very long. So I'm going to do it on the floor and then try and get it up there. Pray for me. Anyway, y'all will be on the live seeing me. Hopefully I don't fall. So I have a lot of things. I gave you guys a list. I got another centerpiece to make. Again, with the pumpkin, harlequin again. Because my house is about to be harlequin and orange. And the front porch, harlequin and orange for fall. And my peppermint for Christmas. I saw a peppermint wreath. Hello, Missy. How are you? You hear my soca music? There was someone made a peppermint wreath. Oh my gosh, I was in love. I was in love. I wish I had called that person last year if they had made anything like it, because I tell you what, I was in love. My wreath, I have to bring it down. It's in the garage. I have to bring it down and let y'all see the one I made. I was scared that it was the centerpieces were too big, which they weren't, but that was me. So I didn't proportion it. I can show y'all all my mistakes. I'm good with showing y'all my mistakes. I literally had a mess. I'm gonna bring it down so y'all can see when I start with my peppermint streak, because that was a mess. But nobody noticed, nobody said anything, so I guess I made it. I became okay. So this is, let me see. So this sign, let me see if I can just push these down in here really without having to push the mesh, or I can just run a little bit of mesh through there and just make a little bed for it, that's what I'll do. I'm going to run it with some black, since that's the last one, the newer one. So I'm just going to do, wait, I see I got two more, but I don't need it. I'm just going to take this, that's it, bend it, and I'm wrapping it in between. And after, I always put, hold on a second, I'll show you what I have black one of these, so I always make sure and zip tie it. Push that zip tie to the back, just to keep the part that I just curled under there. How are you doing, Miss Liza? All right, I'm gonna move this to the back. All right, and I'm just going to just do a little bit of poofs, just to give the sign a little way to lay on. Nothing big, right? It's just gonna be just a little bit. So you guys are hearing so there's different kinds of soca music. So this soca music you're hearing is literally what we call chutney music. So we have West Indians, and this what you just hearing is chutney music from the West Indian part of it. Do I, my Lord? Y'all never want me to start speaking in my island tongue here. It's like really, really. I don't even. It's the same. It's English, but the dialect is way, way different. Like when you go into Jamaican restaurants. So living here in South Florida, we got a lot of those. Or you go into a Caribbean restaurant and everyone is talking a different dialect. We're still speaking English, but it's a dialect. So literally, that's what you're hearing. So how was everyone's day? My day was very, very. I finished a report that I started last week after getting interrupted and waiting on others. So I was grateful there. So you see what I'm doing is it's not too big. It's just a little place. So when I put the sign in there, it's not much. That it won't just be sitting on the tips. Nothing much. Getting some of the long tips and put it in there and pushing it down. Pretty good. People say I talk fast when I talk. Okay, so what island are you from? I can't. Janelle, what island are you from? I brought the camera closer so I can actually read what y'all writing on the screen here. I don't even have to go there. Oh, you from the VI? Wow. Wow. So I've been wanting to go to St. Thomas Carnival for a while, but they not playing with them prices. Ooh, they not playing with them prices. It's like I literally look. They were doing Grenada Carnival with the oil. Let me tell you, I've gone to many carnivals. I used to be a carnival, everything. I went to St. Lucia Carnival twice. I've gone to carnivals in the U.S. I go to carnivals all over. But the oil of Grenada, I don't know if I'm ready for that. So guys, what they do in Grenada, which is a carnival, every country in the Caribbean mainly, they have different carnivals, and it's based on your culture. Mine is based on Trinidad culture. They have the girl. Let me tell you. Trinidad Carnival is one of the most expensive carnivals ever. I literally went down to Trinidad. I went home twice this year, and I went. the The airfare was $1,200 each way by the time I checked. The hotels, so you have to go in. You cannot book a hotel room on the hotel site. Marriott, Hilton, you can't. It's just not happening. During that time, they take all of those times off. So you have to book it through them. So one of the hotels sent me their price for 2027. Guys, it's going to be $7,500 for 5 days because you have to stay a minimum of 5 nights. $7,500. That is just for your room. Then you have to pay for car. Car rentals doubled. Taxi drivers, they are usually running as private vans during that time. Costumes. So you guys see all the pretty costumes and stuff. That costume is the most of the ones that I look to price for 27. At least $2,200 if you got everything. And most of it ain't got no fabric. Like a lot of people are just halfway nude. You don't do carnivals? I was a teenager. Oh no. I let me tell you, I do Miami Carnival. And I really and truly I live here. So it's nothing to go. I go, I take pictures, and I come back home. But I do the ones outside of the US because when you go outside of the US, it's so much different. Like right now, Grenada Carnival is happening. Grenada Carnival has nothing but what they have a juve. They're very popular with their juve, and they have oil oil. Guys, this is oil oil from the car. They've been saving for how long? They sell it to you by the pack, the barrel, and you put it on your body. Yep. And then you walk around and you jump around for the rest of the day. And when you're done, they run straight into the ocean. I'm like, hold up. That's pollution. You are literally polluting the ocean by doing that. But they've been doing it for years. And I'm not paying the amount of money because Grenada Carnival got really popular also. I'm not paying that amount of money either. So we're at the end, and we can go ahead and put the sign on. I'm just going to cut this, and then I'm going to roll it back in there and put another zip tie on there. So this is, I just cut it. I'm just going to bend it and put it back into the last tip that I have there. Just untwist that. And then I'm going to put it back in there and we'll put another zip tie. So I tried to put a zip tie so it literally with a zip tie, it's not coming out. Fortunately, this one's black, right? So just put another zip tie. And I always cut everything off later and push the zip tie to the back. So let's go ahead and put the sign on now. And we can get that going. And we can start doing all the pretty stuff. All right. I got some mesh left over, but not much. So now you see, right, I just put a little bit of the black around. So we're going to just put this to sit on top of it. Not much, but we've got room to. So my sign, I use floral wire. I got enough of this. And then I usually just use 4. And I put it on there. It's not really, when I first put it on, it's just to get it through the mesh. I have my needle over there. I'll push it through. But it's not anything really dramatic. Nothing really, really big. When I say baja, when I say baja, when I say baja, they can be. Que capita. So this one more. Capita. Huh. My cousin hasn't played Smash. Yo, let me tell you, she just trying to stack their money. Because there are people that I know personally. Yeah, I would love to visit Grenada. Like, let me tell you, I go when there's none of this going on. Antigua Carnival is also going on. So is Barbados Carnival. All of that's at the same time. And I know I have a girl I know. She went from in June start St. Vincent Carnival. She went from St. Vincent Carnival to St. Lucia Carnival straight over to Grenada Carnival. I was like, okay, what job do you have? Because I need to start working there because that was like that is not a cheap. And she played mass in all three countries. Like what? Yeah, I can't do it. I can afford to do it, but they do it every day. It's all right. So guys, you see what I got here, right? So I got my Rosie taught me this. I got my big eye needle so I can go through the mesh. Let's go ahead and put some holes. So what I do with the holes, I literally just take my handy dandy, or you can put it right here. Because this has lines, right? There's lines on the sign. So I can just, you can see if I put a hole there, the next hole needs to be right down there. So that's the thing. I always try to line it up. So and this is a jewelry hole punch. And it's so easy to use. Like you gotta worry about it doing anything but punching a hole. That's why I like signs sometimes with that it has lines because you can literally just line it up or just do like what I just did now and just light it off. Because I always want to make sure that there is enough room. So I have to give this props. This learning here came straight from Rosie. I'm not sure if she's on here, but I took her advice. I took her advice about a month ago and started punching. I had the hole punch. I had the wire. I just didn't think about using it in this foam. So now I do it all the time when I'm doing signs because they're pretty easy to. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So we're just going to wipe wrap, get a nice twist on it, and just keep doing that for all of them. So you just do it this way. Get all of them tied in there. I saw live with another person doing it a different way, but everybody has their own way, which is great to watch. Like yesterday, I saw a lady. She had the wire. Uh, she had this, right, and she had put the mesh on it. Um, with it, right? And this literally is a new technique, right? That I learned. She had put all her mesh just like I did here, but her frame was a wire one like I have in my hand. Then she took some of the garland that you buy from the store and literally took a zip tie and ran garland through the back. So when you put your picks in, you have some area stable. I'll do it next week so you can see because I have another Christmas sign I need to do because that was like wow. I already told you guys I gotta go back to the HB and um get me some garland. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some and try that because it looks so easy. Hold on, I got a puzzle. Oh wow, this puzzle, I never get it right on the first time. Come on. Well, all right, there we go. So she was doing it, and I was like, that is such a great idea to be able to do something like that. Because she said what for her, I forgot who it was too. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, how are you? There's Rosie. I was just talking about you. You're gonna live a long time. I was telling them about learning to use the tools that I already have and punch the holes, like Rosie said. I try to make it to your live today, and then Diane, can you help me? I tried. I know I came on what's her name's for a little while, but I couldn't even stay there. Angie's, I couldn't even stay there. Like, I'm like, you guys are preventing me from doing what I really love. Party with you. All right, so let's go ahead with the needle, which I just here it is. I'm just gonna put this on really loosely in the beginning. I'll tighten it up later after we get everything around it. They catch it downside down. Everybody's looking somewhere. You are looking somewhere. I'm coming back. I'm looking all through the party. I know I'll find you there. And when I hold on your body, I'm gonna send my way. And this is respectfully. But when I party, me and the lady, moving around. No, I want to support. Let me tell you, I can come on and support everyone because you guys have been so supportive of me. I can't wait till see what you do for your next. I know you said you have a next one coming up, so I can't wait to see what you guys do because I'm still seeing the next signs that you come up with for the next uh you gotta tell me the date. I'm not sure if you started promoting it yet, but definitely come out there and support you guys. Especially if it's on a Saturday, I could do that. Thank you for the heart, Mies. When is it? September the 19th. Ooh, I'm going to see if I can come. So I have a retreat. I'm going to B&B retreat that weekend. But you guys run late and early. So definitely try, especially if I'm go live. Don't forget to go see Rosie's. So definitely. And when you get a flyer, don't forget to send it to me because I will repost it. Because we had that was a good crowd And I love the signs that everyone got to use, and they were all different. Yeah, Christmas was in the air for sure. Definitely in the air. All right, I got one more. So you may think that, hey, they're using wires that are going to show. By the time you put all of the different things around it, it's not going to be literally visible. Even with the black, it's not visible. It's very thin. There is thicker gauge wire like this. You can see that compared to what I have here, but that's not what I'm. That's for something else. But this is very thin, so it holds it, and you don't have to worry about it. And in the Florida heat, I'm so glad that she told me about this, guys, because I live in South Florida. It's 105 in the shade. We go to sleep and it says it's 85, and we wake up and it's 85. Especially this year, it's been very, very hot. So being able to like put this on there, even if you have Gorilla Glue or whatever kind of glue, it just the heat, right? So it's good that I listened to her, I follow her, I went on her live, so I'm grateful. I go on Liza's. If she's still on here, and she hasn't gone live yet. Liza's got some good supplies. She's got lots of great ribbon. All right. So guys, it's on. It's not. It's on, right? I'll go back through. One of the things I always do is clean up the back of this when it's done. All right. So no more mesh. No more anything. Let's bring out the other basket. All right. So I gotta see which one I want to put up first. So I have these. I have these leaves. Or I have well, these leaves. They're not as bright. But you see, like I chose this one because of if you look right here in the ribbon. So this is how you get inspiration, in my opinion. I usually pull it from the attachments I have. And if you see right here, there's a lighter color orange right there. So that's where I'm pulling my inspiration from. Now this goes also, but I'm going to use these. So this is from the HB store. Yep. So as you can see, like this one here, see I've got, but look at this, right? I've got two more. I've got one more down here by itself. So let's see how we gonna cut this. It's very interesting when you get to cut these things because you look at them and it's like, yeah, it's pretty, but when you get home and start cutting, so like that's a perfect cut, right? We can push that in. Let's push that in there. But it's too long. So we got to break this up. All right. Let me see if I just do this top here. All right, that's better. That is much better. So if you see when I cut it so that was in the middle, and then this one is the end. I'm just pushing things that I never glue them in until I'm happy with the placement. So I'm just putting these around right now. So I'm not putting them right on top of each other. I'm putting them on every other hole. And you can see it's not sitting up to next to each other. They are every other, because when I come back in the middle, I'm going to put the black right there in the middle. So you see me digging. It's because, again, I'm digging to get into the spine. When you're doing I don't have one in here. When you're doing the green wreaths, it's so much easier to see. But the black one, it's harder. So you got to like fish. All right, let's see how this looking. You see me I always try to raise it up because you guys are my spotters. So this is it's pretty long. But that's okay. I like it. I have done short before. It's time to step out of my comfort zone. That one's pretty long. Let's see. Let's just cut this. So I cut it straight down the middle. So I have like a V cut. And when you put it in here, it pretty much closes, right? See, I literally did that V cut right there. And you can't even tell. Then I'll go back after I put all of these in and I'll glue it down. I like these. They're pretty cool. They're very soft to separate. Like when you're pulling some of these, cutting some of these stems can be pretty hard. This one is so soft. Again, I got this from the HB store. I can get found by, get found by. Nothing in this world I say I can't, I guess I put mine. I say I can't, I guess I put mine. No, no, listen to me. Alright, that was funny. Say I should put it on my way. She might be Tama, Tama. This one flips. I'm just turning it over. There we go. Now, there we go. So what I'm doing is, as I said before, like the ones up there, they literally, the ribbon, right, is what came off the side and made it elongated. So I'm trying to do a totally different design. Not trying. I'm doing a different design this time around on the last two signs that I have. And look, it goes really fast. Look, it goes really far. I've only used one stem, and I always buy in threes, so there's two more back there. And I still have a lot left on the branch. This is the type of stuff I like, when you could use it more than once. Just gotta remember to put it on the right side. This one's very distinctive that you can tell the sides because if you look at the back, it's really dull compared to the front. So just, that's the one thing I always try to do is put it in first because it's easier to look at it, flip it over, look where there's holes, um, than gluing it and regretting it, right? I did that before. I did that when I first started. I would be like, this is perfect. This is perfect. And then I end up having to go right back to the DT store because that's what I started on. Yeah, this is good. This looks like a wave. I need to widen this one right there a little bit. This one's too long. So some of them just a little bit too long. So I'm just, that's the good thing about not gluing them in. You can literally see, can I push it down or do I need to cut it? And that's what I had to do. Which there's some spots up here, just filling it in. That's the good thing you give yourself by not gluing it. And like I said, when I did the saw the retreat last week for petals and plum, Johnny said he was one of the designers that he literally, when he designs for his house, he doesn't glue anything. Everything that you can see. And when Ben was the designer before, when he goes to a $12,000 home and do a design, he does not glue any of his Christmas designs because he says like it's $12,000 a Christmas tree that he puts up, right? Great. But he says he never glues it down, nothing, and that they keep it for 2 years and then the next year they get a new one. And what he does is he takes it down and the people that take it down for him knows, the way he needs it. And so when they come back the next year, everything is right and he just reuses it. And I'm like, I've been just gluing away. I feel like, okay, no more glue for me this year. I'm hiding the glue for myself. I'm just going around and filling in places before I know I'm gonna have to cut another one. So I'm just filling in the places that I feel that I see holes, like right here. I'm like, I should not be gluing anything. But obviously, for a wreath that you're making for like this will be glued. But I did it before I watched him. And now I am so glad that I also saw that he said, no glue. So when I do peppermint, I didn't glue anything down for my tree or anything. But I did a choo-choo train that was candy cane, and I put in a bunch of pieces of other candy cane stuff. I did glue those. So guess what's not getting redone? That. But my house is gonna puke no matter what. All right, let's do one more. It is absolutely beautiful. Hello, good afternoon. Look at this. Like HB did me good. Look at this is one stem, guys. Look at I don't have much right here left. That was a good buy. A very good buy. I just need to push some of these in a little bit more and make it very circular, and I'll do that in a minute. Let me finish this. So now who ran to HB yesterday? As soon as it opened, I saw a lady had her clothes out about the energy drink, everything. I was like, I gotta work. But when I went in the afternoon, they still had a lot of stuff left. Like the jewels, when I went last year and started looking for my stuff, there was no jewels left. But they had jewels, so I'm glad I went ahead and got that. And guys, back in May, I went and asked them for a box of the green bases. Oh no, we don't have any of that. We don't know. That's a Christmas item. My HB is different than the one in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. So they were like, we don't have any, don't know when we're getting any. They just called me. Oh, you wanted a case. We can give you a case now. I already got a case yesterday, ma'am. You were like 2 months later, you're now calling me for a backlog item. When it's been in the warehouse all of this time, you could have ordered it because they have ordered. Like when I do painting and stuff, they've ordered paints and stuff for me. But they're like, oh no, that's a Christmas item. We can't get that now. So guess what? I went yesterday and I bought every single base I saw on the shelf. I did. Because what happened last year, I bought and I ran out. So guess what? I got some. So I'm excited to see what the fall brings. I feel like I'm now prepared. I have bases, I have product, I've got enough product and enough stuff that I've bought. So I feel like I'm really prepared for wreath making season, centerpiece season for this fall. All right, this one's kind of too long. I'm gonna have to split it. So for me, it's like I'm trying to be ahead of time and prepare. And you know how HB and M, except M doesn't have any Christmas stuff out. At least mine doesn't. The one I live close by, they don't have no Christmas stuff. They literally buried themselves in all of Halloween. Like you go in there and it's like they just went ahead and just puked Halloween all over. They don't have no Christmas stuff out. And then somebody online last week was talking, thank you, was talking about they went to M and got free, not free, $5 bases. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I went into mine. Yeah, right. There was none. There was absolutely none. There's no Christmas stuff out. So I think it might be them people in Texas who always get everything first and bigger and better than us. But if I probably go down to Miami, it's probably there. But when I go to the HB in Miami, guys, let me tell you, I spent too much money. Those shelves down there be stocked. And I end up going in there with, whew, my trunk is full, my back seat's full. Yeah, no. I need to stay out of them stores. All right. So again, less 1.5. Again, you can see I still have a lot. And now the entire thing is finished here. Thank you for saying that is beautiful. I got all of this in here. I am going to glue it down and then be able to go ahead and get some of the picks. So I have some pumpkins. I've got some pumpkin picks we're gonna play with. I've got some lots of fun, right? So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. This is another one I like to separate. And we're gonna put that on there, stick those in. So we got a lot of stuff. This one's probably gonna be over what I decide, but I just found this. I don't even know when I bought it. I literally just found it, but I know I bought it because it's in my house. So I guess, I gotta use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and split these and just put them throughout. And then I'm gonna come in and fill in with these black in between. Then we'll put some pumpkins. But I have the bowl already made. So we're gonna go ahead and get all of that squared away tomorrow. Today, I'm gonna get me some dinner. Because I get in here as soon as I'm finished working. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me some dinner. Tomorrow we'll finish this. I thank you all for coming. Thank you all. Don't forget, shirts is in the bio. Until tomorrow. Bye.